sometimes studios mess up to such an egregious degree that I sit here and ponder how or why exactly did you decide to do that thing? Who greenlit that? Infinity Nikki confirmed that they're releasing their first major 2.0 expansion to the game, including new regions, a ton of new outfits, giving away a plethora of free everything. Players are happy, except for the fact that the live stream in specific is getting view botted, and people are getting fooled into believing that this is genuine, honest, and real. I mean, look at this right here. For your information, Genshin live stream that happened yesterday is only 300,000 views. Why did this stream blow up so much? I hope more people will play. Now, we're going to get into the exact numbers in just a minute. I'm going to show you the numbers for the live stream compared to the numbers of the live stream for Wuthering Waves, and then compared to the numbers of the live stream of Genshin Impact to show you just how much they're lying. But before that, I want to address the entirety of botting as a whole. Now, botting isn't new. Wuthering Waves bots their stuff, bought through real legitimate advertising. Genshin Impact bots their videos through real legitimate advertising. They also boost videos that content creators make. This has been known across the entire Hoyo and Kudo fandoms for years now. And it's not even just them. Here's a video I did on December 3rd, 2024. It got 7 million views. And when you look at the referral traffic, 99.6% of that was from YouTube advertising. The reason that the views actually hit 7 million is because they used it as a YouTube ad. That makes sense. That means that before a video, you'll be recommended this video. So people will take a look at 10, 20, 30 seconds of it. They'll be shown what the game has to offer. It'll pique their interest. That makes sense, right? Here's another example if you need further proof. Hoyoverse boosted my Honkai Star Rail video, got 92.9 thousand views. 91.6% of those views were through YouTube advertising. I didn't do that. I accumulated, I think there were about 5,000 real views over an 8-day period because people just weren't really very interested in it. And then it shot up to, 90,000. But once again, that is real and it makes sense. It's a 5-minute video. They want people to take a look at this as an ad to sell their game. I've also been actually botted. Here, as an example, was my Girls Frontline 2 video, 76% external. They didn't use this video as an ad. No, what they did was they sent fake views to just boost the impressions and boost the views overall in an effort to make it seem more popular than it is. And then Stellasora did the same thing recently. I did a sponsored Stellasora video, 65% external. They sent fake, very damaging views to the video, which immediately tanked its organic growth and shot it up to 30,000 views. It had 6,000 organic and then immediately shot up to 30,000 over just a couple days, and that is because they were botting it repeatedly. YouTube advertising makes sense. They use this as an ad to sell their game. Botting like this doesn't make sense. All you're doing is artificially inflating the views to make it look like your game is more popular than it is. That is a lie. That is disingenuous. Now let's go ahead here and take Genshin Impact. We'll go for their most recent stream. 3 days ago, 50 minutes long, 968,000 views so far. We'll then go ahead here and use Wuthering Waves live stream. We'll look at the 2.7 because it has 380,000 views. It was a month ago. Then we're going to go ahead here and use Infinity Nikki's latest live stream 2 days ago with 2.9 million views. 2.9 million. That has more views than Genshin's stream, than Wuthering Waves stream combined, and then doubled. So by that logic, there must have been an extraordinary number of players, viewers watching, right? Right? That would make sense if so. Yo, I don't mean to interrupt the video, but I need to take a moment here to thank all my incredible patrons over on Patreon whose support continues to allow for me to do regular videos like this every single day on this channel. Thank y'all so much, including our YouTube channel members. You guys mean the world to me. So do you guys as viewers as well. Now, without further ado, let's continue. But Genshin Impact stream had 80,000, we're just going to round up here, 70,000 initially, and then 80,000 at its peak concurrent viewers. 70 to 80,000. And they managed almost 1 million views for the stream total. Wuthering Waves averaged about 40,000, a little over 40,000 views at their peak, and at their lowest point, 34,000. So approximately 40,000. That was roughly half of Genshin's stream. And you know what? When you go take a look at the total numbers, it's sitting at almost 400,000. It's sitting at 900,000. That makes sense. That's pretty accurate. Now, judging by the 2.9 million views, you'd think to yourself, okay, well, triple that means you should be sitting at least 200 to 250,000 concurrent viewers, right? Right? You take a look, 5,000, 5,000, 6,000 at their peak. They peaked at 6,000 viewers. 6, not 60, not 600. 6. 40 for Wuwa, 80 for Genshin, 6 for Infinity Nikki. Total views, 2.9 million. Now you might be wondering to yourself, okay, maybe they just used it as a YouTube ad for YouTube advertising, right? Because, I mean, Stix, you just showed multiple different videos you did that used your video as an ad. Yeah, that is what I thought at first too, but no. When you use a video as a YouTube ad, it plays from the beginning. So, what people are getting when they get this as a YouTube ad is this, a countdown. Literally, if they are using this as a YouTube ad, all they're getting is just minutes of counting down. 5, 10 minutes of counting down. That is it. People are going to see 15 to 30 seconds of this. What does that do for your game? Genuinely, what benefit does that have for your game? None. There is absolutely no intrinsic benefit or value to botting your live stream. These are not real views. Utilizing YouTube advertising accomplishes absolutely nothing because nobody can even see anything. None of the people that you're going to be serving this to, the millions of people, are going to be able to see anything at all other than literally a still image in the background with a small countdown going. So either you're burning tens, hundreds of thousands of dollars on useless YouTube ads, money that people are giving you for the outfits in game, or you're botting your views to artificially inflate it and make it look like this stream was vastly more popular than it was. So on the one hand, you're a bunch of idiots, or on the other hand, you're a bunch of liars. I don't really know which is worse. Either way, this is incredibly disingenuous, and I can't believe that they are attempting to make it seem like they are so much more popular than they are, and that people are so much more excited for this than they are, because they're not. 6,000 people showed up to watch your stream, comparatively to the 40,000 of Wuwa and the 80,000 of Genshin. This game is so far away from being as popular as you want it to be that you have to mask the sheer lack of interest with a blanket lie. This is disgusting behavior, but at the same time, these are the people that upped the pity from, what, like 180 or 190 to 210, right? They don't give a damn about their players, and they will do anything to get that extra dollar from people that have no idea the history of the studio or the game. Seriously, fuck you. I know you think that you just hit the end of the video, and technically, yeah, you have. And I know your first reaction is to close out of it at this juncture, but don't. No, instead, I urge you to take a moment here and click one of the videos on screen that are coming up in just a moment, so you remain up to date with everything going on in the gacha genre. Trust me, you're not going to regret doing so. Stay flaccid.